Solid Gold Sunday on Kiss FM.
It's time for our dog spot with Gal Skinner from Dog Emporium on the EM125 in Porches. Good morning, Gal.
Morning, Owen.
Well, you've been going for a little while now, and understand, and you did tell me initially that you were going to do socialising, coffee mornings on a Friday morning, get people to take their pooches along. How's that going?
It's going really well. The first week we had a few dogs. Last week we've had a lot more dogs. They had a great time. They were socialising themselves, the dogs. We put them in the training room. They had a good game running around and playing. And the owners made some new friends and had coffee and biscuits.
Yeah, everybody's got a common interest, no doubt.
Yeah.
Now, let me at this juncture, we had a lady who came on the wrong email. And I did say, and tell everybody now, if you've got questions for Dog Emporium and Gal, please send them to ong@kissfm.pt, not giral@kissfm.pt, because that goes to the office, and there's nobody there at the weekends. As you now know, it's just me and my mates here. Yeah. Anyway, a couple of questions the lady did ask, but apparently we covered them, and she thanks us for covering them in what you said last week. So hope you're satisfied with that. Now, people are also asking, where would you recommend they get themselves a new dog?
Well, a lot of people look around Christmas time to get new dogs and puppies to bring them into their homes. We hope they're for life and not just for Christmas. But in the Algarve, there are many places where you can get a new dog. There are animal charities, there's local kennels. And also at Dog Emporium, we've started up a database where people can leave their information with us, what requirements they're looking for, what type of dog, and we can, between us and the animal charities, try and find suitable dogs and put them into these homes.
Would you not agree with me, though, that when it's choosing another pet that does form part of the family as well, the likes of you and I know, isn't it better to allow the dog to choose you?
Yes, it is. If you have that opportunity. In the Algarve, a lot of times people end up finding dogs on the side of the road and bringing them into their homes. These dogs sometimes need to be helped, and the owners as well, to adjust to living in this environment. So training is obviously a way to go with this.
And of course, the thing is, spend time and have patience.
Yes, time and patience. Patience is very, very important. There are also different training methods that you can use. You can use the crate method to stop dogs destroying the house. There's a lot of different games and things that you can play with your dogs, and toys and interactive things you can use.
Well, when we get a foster or a rescue dog that comes to us, you know, we got quite a big hallway to my house. We've got the crate in there, and we let the others go and have a good sniff and get to know it, and then gradually integrate them.
Yes, and that's a perfect way of doing it. That way the dogs are safe. There's no fear of them biting each other or one jumping on top of the other one and abusing it. So by being in a crate, it's a controlled way of introducing dogs to other dogs.
Now, when you bring a new animal into your home environment, there's the question of feeding it. You don't know what it's been fed off. If it's a street dog, it's probably been living off scraps. What would you recommend you do?
I'd recommend to start off with a very basic diet. The easiest thing that most people have in the house is rice and chicken.
Yep.
Very simple way with carrots and a little bit of cabbage. And then to bring them slowly onto a natural dog food. In olden times, it was believed that you put a bowl of food down and fed the dogs. By modern trainers, this is seen as the lazy way to feed a dog, because you're losing the opportunity of actually interacting with your dog. If you feed it biscuit by biscuit, the dog is actually working, and you're building the bond with the dog.
Absolutely, that's a very good tip. Slowly catchy monkey, as they say. Now, talking about looking after animals, we've dealt with feeding. What about exercising when they're new to the home?
Yeah, when they're new to the home, I think initially you need to do things slowly, as you said, and they need to get used to the environment first. So they don't necessarily need a lot of exercise, physical exercise in the beginning. However, depending on the breed and the type of dog and what they were bred for, they may need more exercise than others. For example, Labradors and Border Collies will need more exercise than a Shih Tzu or a Chihuahua. There are also various things that you can do now that the weather's getting really bad, so that you actually exercise the brain of the dog as well as physical exercise, because a dog with a tired brain is actually a tired and a happy dog as well.
Yeah, well, As you probably hear, we've been trying to make a bit of a character out of Key, the border collie who's being trained as an assistance dog. And he's sitting out there with Paul at the moment. He seems to have made a friend with Paul, and he can certainly do with a few friends. How's Key doing with his training? What's he learned this past week?
Key's been doing really well. As we all know, the weather's been bad, so we've been concentrating on brain games with him. And we have a lot of different games that we use where he has to figure out how to get the treat. These are brilliant for him in developing the brain cells and also in making him tired. He's also done a lot of work this week in public places. So he's been out to restaurants, he's been into Algarve shopping, into the shopping centre and into the food hall, and also to the hospital where he spent 3 hours. And this is good in part of his training to get him used to going into different environments and remaining calm and relaxed in these areas.
You say, I must mention this, although we're running out of time, you say you took Key into the hospitals. I always think it's a great thing for hospices and hospitals to have pets to go in, because a lot of people who are incarcerated in these places are probably missing their pets, and it's very therapeutic to have a dog come along and to visit them, isn't it?
It is very therapeutic. And we're at the moment a group of people here in the Algarve, and we're putting together an association for assistance dogs and also for therapy dogs, so that we're training these dogs, which will then be taken into hospitals to interact with patients and also with staff, because staff are very stressed in these hospitals as well with what they have to deal with every day. Yeah,
well, that's a great idea. I'm glad you're doing all these things. It's something that's been needed here for a long, long time. Don't forget, if you're interested in going along to the Friday morning coffee mornings at Dog Emporium, you'll find them on the main EM125, very close to the Porsches roundabout, and you're there now. You're open 7 days a week, you're saying?
Yes, we are indeed. We're open 7 days a week now, right up until Christmas. So we have a huge range of dog beds and dog clothes, and we'll be hopefully organising a fashion show in the near future.
What, for dog clothes?
For dog clothes, yes.
Oh, okay, well, that'll be interesting. Remind me of your website again.
Our website is dogemporium.pt.
All one word. Yeah, all one word, dogemporium.pt. Check it out. All the information is on there. And folks, don't forget, if you've got any questions you'd like me to put to Gal, and you don't want your name mentioned, that's perfectly okay. Pop the email to ong@kissfm.pt, or indeed address it direct to Dog Emporium. They'll let me know what they would like me to ask them on the next visit, which hopefully going to be next Sunday, yeah?
Yes, next Sunday we're back with you.
Solid Gold Sunday on Kiss FM.